Hello and welcome to today's September 9th daily news report, as well as ongoing stimulus package information video. If you're a subscribed member of my community, then welcome back. And if you're not, consider subscribing right now so I can keep you up to date on what's going on in Washington, D.C., the next stimulus package, the U.S. economy, money, investing, and much, much more. All right. This is your daily reminder to go sign up to be one of the winners of the $10,000 that Casey and I are giving away to be helpful to those in our community that need a little extra spending money, and also as a way of saying thank you for helping get my YouTube channel to over 1 million subscribers. Everybody can sign up, and it only takes about 20 seconds, and I'll make sure to leave a link below. All right, now remember, I will never ask you to text with me in the comments section. Please stop falling for this. They're scammers. I would never text you. I don't know who you guys are. I love you. That's why I bring you guys good information, but I will never offer to text you. So please don't fall for those scammers. Now, near the end of this video, I'm going to share a crazy story about lies, deception, and a man going to jail for the strangest reason. And I definitely want to hear from you and know your reaction. So stay till the end and let me know in the comments what you think. All right, now I told you yesterday how Senator Joe Manchin said he is open to a stimulus package, but wants to see it have a $1.5 trillion price tag versus a $3.5 trillion price tag. Now, I saw many of you write that his wife had received kickback money in the comments in order to get him to sign on to the $1.9 trillion package signed in March. Well, according to a CNN article, Manchin now has a long list of negotiating items he plans to address with the president and also with Senator Bernie Sanders. Some say Manchin may be putting on a show to get attention for a future run at the presidency, while others say he's a good guy and he's just trying to keep the U.S. debt down, while others say that this is an excuse to get more money for his own pet projects included. I don't know. I don't know the guy. I don't live in West Virginia, so you'll have to make your own decision. All right, now, is anyone else kind of sick of these different politicians using their office and taxpayer dollars to influence policy, or is it just me, right? Maybe let me know in the comments. I'm sick of these people, or it's just you, Stephen. Let me know in the comments. All right, now Manchin said he doesn't know if he supports taxpayer money going to free community college and free universal pre-kindergarten schooling. He also is against many of his party's aggressive spending desires when it comes to climate change. And in a different article, Manchin mentioned that he has reservations about making daycare free. He says, none of this stuff is free. Quit using the word free. None of this will happen without raising taxes. He also said that he's warning the United States that inflation is going to get worse and that the national debt is ballooning out of control. Manchin wants to take a pause on spending, but Democrats are under a time crunch because very soon they're going to be entering the next election cycle. So they could control the House and the Senate in 2022, while others are saying that they are in real danger of losing either the House or the Senate or both, based on what's going on with the country right now, the presidency's popularity levels, things like that. So Chuck Schumer told Manchin, we are not pausing and that you had better get on board, right? Now, according to sources, Manchin is not the only one pushing back on his party's desires to spend $3.5 trillion, but right now he's the one voicing his opinion publicly, and he's the one taking the brunt of the criticism. Right now, there are far more Democrats that want this stimulus spending plan. So they plan to keep the train moving, and it will now be up to them to get all of their colleagues on board. This bill cannot pass in the Senate unless every single Democrat senator is on board. So the House has some wiggle room. The Senate has zero wiggle room. By the way, thank you guys so much for giving these videos a like. I really appreciate it. It helps me out, and I just love bringing you guys the news. All right, now, according to Bernie Sanders, Democrats are up against significantly more pressure than they anticipated. Many felt they would be fighting Republicans, but Republicans have been totally silent on this next stimulus package. It's the lobbyists and businesses that will make it hard. Bernie Sanders said, every powerful special interest and their lobbyists are flooding Capitol Hill to try to defeat the most consequential legislation for working people since the Great Depression. But if we stand together, we're going to defeat them and deliver for the working class. So he's just letting people know, listen, we are being bombarded by businesses and lobbyists to shut this thing down. Sanders also tweeted, is it acceptable to you that while two people own more wealth than the bottom 40% of this country, half of our people live paycheck to paycheck? Seniors are unable to hear or to see the world around them. And new moms are guaranteed 0 paid days off when they have a baby. Now, yesterday, I ran a poll on my YouTube channel, and many of you said that you would rather have Bernie Sanders as president over Joe Biden. I was a little shocked by your response, since Biden is the most popularly elected president in world history. So I'm not sure how the most popularly elected president is now so unpopular. It doesn't make a lot of sense. All right, now speaking of President Biden, later today he will do a press conference to the American people where it is believed he will announce that vaccines will be forced on all federal government workers, and those that have contracts with the federal government will also be forced to be vaccinated to keep their contracts. Biden will also suggest that all state government and schools force vaccinations on their employees, and some say he might ask for businesses countrywide to follow New York's example by making people show their vaccine papers in order to enter their business. As of right now, President Biden's approval rating is at 39%, and his handling of COVID is the area that he still has the highest amount of support. So this could be the White House trying to push out more mandates and information in the area that he seems to be doing the best. Now, yesterday, White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki announced the White House is pushing to have everyone fired that was put in place by former President Trump in the military academy. With or without merit, the White House wants no ties to anyone from the Trump era working in the military academy. Psaki said these people could have supported the January 6th Capitol breach, even though there is zero evidence of that happening. She said, it's not personal. We just want to have a fresh layer of people. I'm guessing it's personal for those that are about to be fired, but what do I know? All right, now, according to the White House, the Taliban has agreed to be helpful in getting all Americans out of the country. This is a big deal as we want no Americans left behind. Now, down in Louisiana, hundreds of thousands of people are still without power because of Hurricane Ida. Many are saying publicly that FEMA and the government are doing very little to help their situation. They are short on food and short on gas, and there is price gouging going on because of the limited resources in the region. Now, speaking of limited resources, the country of China has ordered the opening of the country's crude oil reserves for the first time ever, as the country of China is operating on limited oil supplies. China is already working hand in hand with the Taliban to rebuild Afghanistan. There are reports that China plans to take over Bagram Air Force Base since the United States abandoned it back in July. However, China is publicly denying this and saying they will only occupy areas the Taliban gives permission to occupy. But what's to stop the Taliban from saying, hey, why don't you go occupy that Air Force base that the United States abandoned? So it's kind of just wordplay at this point. They will likely end up in our Air Force base. All right, now Paul from the community asks this question. Stephen, I am a 69-year-old man on Social Security. I worked my whole life. Now I'm on fixed income. I trust you will be honest with me. Are we getting a stimulus check? I really, really need one. Thanks for your videos. I watch them every day. Thank you, Paul, for the question, and thank you for being a member of my community. I always try to bring you the truth, which I believe is why you come back day after day. I got to be honest, I don't know if Congress is going to throw in a fourth stimulus check. If they do, I couldn't even begin to guess at what dollar amount they might choose. It could be $600, $1,200, $1,400, $2,000. I've read so many different things. So I don't know. I don't know if they will or not. I know that those that live on a fixed income have been hurt badly by the rising costs of goods, services, food, and gas. So my heart goes out to people in my community that are in this situation. It's why I don't try to trick anybody with my titles or my thumbnails, right? I just try to cover what's going on in the country. I can say that at one point there were 80 plus members of Congress that went on record, like signed their name, saying that they want a fourth stimulus check in the next stimulus package. However, as of right now, we are in a wait and see pattern until they actually include one or publicly say there won't be one. Several of those wanting a check are actually on the Ways and Committee, right? So they can see firsthand who in the country needs a check and who doesn't. And so it's for these reasons that I don't do anything in my thumbnail, the picture that I hold up, or say, yes, guaranteed $2,000 check. I can't guarantee anything. And so anyway, that's why I don't use that. But I will say this. I think it would be inappropriate of me to say it won't happen. It would also be inappropriate of me to say that it will happen, because the truth is I just don't know. The best thing I can do is bring you the most accurate daily information so that you can make decisions on how to move forward with your own financial situation in your own life, right? So that might not be the answer that you wanted to hear, Paul, but it is the honest answer. I don't know, okay? All right, now a man in Japan who is not being very honest has been arrested for dating 35 women at the same time. He's a bathroom accessory parts salesman that found his way into single and married women's homes on a regular basis. He would flirt with these women and then ask them if they would go on a date with him for his upcoming birthday. In most cases, this trick worked, and he found himself secretly dating women in different parts of the town he lives in. In total, he was dating 35 different women at the same time. Like, what? I can barely handle one woman. How's this guy dating 35, right? Okay, so why was he arrested, right? Unless you're married or engaged, in most cases, you can date whoever you want and as many people as you want. Well, it's because of the lies and the deception. He would date these women and pretend that he wanted to be in a serious relationship with them. But the entire point was him to spend as little as he could and work on these women until he could either sleep with them or get a big birthday gift out of them. And so for this reason, the police in Japan said he had to be stopped and he had to be arrested. Gosh. All right, now I want to hear from you. What's your reaction to this story? Should this guy have been arrested for dating 35 different women in order to get gifts? Or should the police mind their own business and let this guy go? Let me know in the comments. This was kind of a crazy story, and I definitely want to hear your reaction to it. All right, now this is my update for today. As I know more, I will definitely come on and share more. Before you go, make sure to get your name entered in for the giveaway that Casey and I are doing. Where we're giving away $10,000. I'm excited to give that money away, and make sure to get your name entered. All right, now before you go, I just want to remind you that you are amazing. I appreciate you being in my community, and I'll see you on the next video.